Activision, Infinity Ward, Treyarch, Sony, and everyone / company that is watching this video, the following applies to you. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976 allows us to make for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is used permitted by the copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favour of fair use.
What is going on, guys? This is I Totally Don't Mod here, and today I'm going to be bringing you episode 1 of Jailbreak tutorials. In this episode, we're going to be jailbreaking our PS3 the safest way possible, to reduce any chance of bricks or damage or just, breaking your PS3 during the process. So first you want to grab a USB, and I'm just going to quickly delete this folder to avoid any confusion. Right, so in your USB you want to make a new folder, and you want to call that in capitals PS3. Open up that folder, so you're in PS3, and make another folder inside PS3 called update. So that folder is now update, so it'll be USB PS3 update. Now you want to drag the Meow 3.55 jailbreak into this folder. I've already got it downloaded into my PC, but there'll be a download link in the description for it for you guys. And the reason we're going to go to Meow is because it's the safest firmware to install to your non-jailbroken PS3, because there's only certain keys that it edits, unlike some of the other ones, and Meow is just, it's just the safest way to go. So anyway, once you've got that into your PS3, into your USB, you want to rename it PS3 updat.pup. So you need to miss out the E, so it says updat instead of update. And then just to double check, you want to go to the root of your USB, go inside PS3 update, and see PS3 updat.pup. So now we want to close that down, safely eject it. If you don't safely eject it, your PS3 will most likely get some sort of damage from, broken firmwares being installed. And now I'll see you over on my PS3. Right, so I'm turning on the PS3 now. I'm just going to show you the cold boot, the loading up thing, so you know that it's not jailbroken yet. So that's the, the official PS3 cold boot. So first you're going to want to plug your USB into the right hand slot, the one that's nearest to the on and off button. And then while it's doing that, so once you've plugged it in there, you just got to do a couple of things before we can jailbreak. The most important thing is to make sure there isn't a disc in our PS3. As you see in game, there's no disc. If I press the eject button, there's no disc in there, so that's the most important thing. And then just to be safe, we're going to go to network settings, internet connection, and disable that, just to be safe. Right, so now that our USB is in the right hand slot, we want to go to system update and update via storage media. Then it'll say 3.55 Meow USB device, just hit OK. And then it says Meow's firmware license agreement, just click OK, don't read this because it's boring. There you go, blah de blah. Just hit accept, and then hit start. So then it's going to do its thing. And you're jailbreaking your PS3 right now. That's it, that's really all it is. So we'll just let it, do its thing, let it update. It shouldn't take that long because it's installing the same firmware that we're already on, 3.55, but we're just changing a couple of keys on our PS3, and it's changing a couple of files on our XMB thing to, add the two main things that we need, for our jailbreak. So now it's just checking for update data stored on the PS3, which it's just copied. Might take a while. Right, so there you go, now it's updating. So this is the main thing, it's jailbreaking now. I'll skip this bit and cut to when, when it's near the end or when it's finished updating. Right, we've just jailbroken our PS3. I didn't get to catch the end, unfortunately, but it's loading up now. It's just installed the firmware. And now if we once it's loaded up, we see two new files. And then files, folders, whatever they are, I really don't know. App home PS3 game, that's what you use to play backups. Discs you've copied to your PS3, which I'll show you later. And then we've got install package files, which is the thing to install the hacks, the cheats, and mods, or whatever you want. The homebrew apps, etc. But we're not done yet. We're only just jailbroken on 3.55 Kumiao. What we really want to do, as you can see, we can't go online yet because we're only on 3.55. But I can't show you. I can't go on system settings and show you that because it will show my MAC address and stuff, which is stuff that I'll need. So now we're gonna go back on our computer and grab our USB again, and then I'll show you what we do next. Right, so now we've installed Kumiao. What we want to do is prepare our PS3 for two things. First, we want to go into our USB, go inside PS3, go inside update, and you'll see PS3 update.pop again. And now what you want to do is download Rebug Rex 4.46. The download will be in the description, and drag that into here where PS3 update.pop is. So we'll let that do that. And while we're doing that, there's one more thing we've got to do. So while it's copying to that, you want to download the PS3 EID root key dumper, the V1 for 3.55. That will be in the description as well. And once this is copied, we want to delete PS3 update.pop and take this rebugrex.pop and rename it PS3 update.pop. So it'll just be like what we've done with Kumiao, but this is Rebug 4.46, and we're gonna delete that just to get any confusion out of the way. So we want to drag this EID root key dumper.pkg onto the root of our USB. That means inside no folders. Like as soon as you click on it, it'll be that. So Windows, the USB. So we just want to safely eject our USB now. You've definitely got to do this again, as I said earlier, otherwise your PS3 is most likely going to get damaged. So safely eject that, and I'll see you on my PS3. Right, so I'm back on my PS3. So once again, you want to take your USB and plug it in the right hand slot of your PS3, the same as we did before. And now we want to click on install package files, and you'll see this EID root key dumper by brawlology.pkg. Just hit X on that and it will install this. There you go, that's it. And now you'll get this thing on your game section. This is the first homebrew app you've got on your PS3. It's EID root key dumper. When you run this, your screen should go black, and that is just doing something for the future. So we'll just run this. Don't worry, it doesn't damage your PS3. This is just creating an extra file on your PS3, just in case you ever want to go to Dex or develop or debug, whatever you want to call it. So it's just going to do that. Your screen's going to go black, your PS3 will beep like that, and then it will reload eventually. Yeah, so your PS3 will load up again. Once it's loaded up, you'll see that nothing has changed. That will still be there, blah de blah. You just want to delete it now. You want to delete EID root key dumper. So just hit triangle, delete, and yes. And now you hit OK. So now once again we're about to update to Rebug. So you want to definitely make sure there's no discs in your PS3, and then make sure your internet settings are still disabled. Now go system update via storage media 4.46 Rebug Rex. They couldn't fit the X on the end, but it says Rebug Re. It means Rebug Rex. So just hit OK. Right, and this is an extra disclaimer. Bloody blah. Just hit accept and hit start. So it's going to be doing the exact same thing as what we are doing with the Kumiao, but this is going to be Rebug 4.46, and what this does is you'll be able to go online with a spoofer on this, and you'll also be able to do so much more things on Rebug than any other firmware. You know, like just any other firmware, Giro, GeoHot, whatever, any firmwares, Rebug is the best. Rebug also is the only firmware which allows you to convert your PS3 to DeX, you know, developer. So we're going to install this. Rebug is also one of the safest firmwares. So it's going to do the exact same thing as with Meow. So it's just checking for update data at the minute. As you can see, yeah. Right, so it's doing that, bloody blah, here we go. Now it's copying it to our PS3. So what I'm going to do is stop this, and I'm going to cut to when it's finished installing. Right, so the firmware's finished installing, so now my PS3 is just loading up, and you should get a completely different load up thing. It will say Rebug instead of PS3, which is a very good sign. That means it's been installed correctly. And then you still have the epilepsy thing, the warning. You see the PlayStation logo is now red. And instead of install package files, we have package manager, which is just a more in-depth version of install package files. I'll show you that in a minute. You know, PlayStation logo is red. So now we're on Rebug 4.46, but as obviously the current PS3 version is 4.60, so we want to spoof to 4.60. So what we want to do is go back on our PC, and I'll see you there. Right, so now I'm back on my PC. So you want to open up your USB. Hang on, let me just plug it in. There you go, that's it. So you want to delete this PKG off of your thing, off your USB, the EID root key dumper, just delete that. And what you're going to want to do is download the 4.60 spoof for Rebug by HighJam. There will be a download link in the description for that. So here it is. You just want to drag that to the root of your USB. Close that, close that, and safely eject your USB. And then you want to go back on our PS3 for one last time. Right, so now we've got that on our USB. We just want to plug the USB into our PS3 and click on Package Manager, Install Package File, Standard Package Location, and you'll see this one. Just hit X on that and it will install it. Then there's going to be one more thing you've got to install after that, but it's already on our PS3. So Package Manager again, Install Package File, PS3 Hard Disk, and you'll see Rebug Toolbox. Just hit yes on that and it'll be installed. Now what you want to do is run Rebug Toolbox. System information 4.46. Make sure it's normal, then quit. I'm just going to quickly make sure my internet's disabled. Yep, you've got to make sure it's disabled when you're running homebrew apps so you don't get banned. So just run the spoof now. It'll say a bunch of stuff. It's just saying if he breaks your PS3, you won't be able to sue him. Just say yes. It's not going to break your PS3, you'll be all good. So the system will reboot. Just hit circle and your PS3 will reload. Yeah, go Rebug again. Right, so if we enable our internet, and then go to sign up, it should say that we need an update still. Yep. So now we disable our network again, and now we run Rebug Toolbox, and this will activate the spoof we just installed. So run Rebug Toolbox. go to system mode, set that to rebug, it will reboot. And then once it's rebooted, we just want to double check on rebug toolbox again that our PS3 XMB setting mode is on debug. And then if it's on debug, we will be good to go. You can start modding online. Obviously there's going to be some more homebrew apps to install to do that, which will be on the next video, but first we're just going to make sure that everything's working. So rebug toolbox, system mode rebug, XMB debug. So that's all good, so now we can quit. So now if we enable our internet again, we will now be able to sign up because it now thinks that we are on 4.60. There you go. This is the end of this video. Thanks for watching, and in the next video we'll be covering, you know, basic modding, patches, etc. Thanks for watching and see you next time.